The schools participating in this football game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school board. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. The Arkansas Activities Association recognizes that athletes represent more than themselves in athletic competition. They represent their team, their fellow students, their teachers, and the community. Athletes who display good sportsmanship reflect high moral standards.
Ready for this? Home field advantage is such a huge deal in football, and I think it's a huge deal in the mortgage world too. That's why, we're a local company. We have in-house processing and underwriting, and that enables me to make sure that my customers have a great experience from kickoff to the closing table. That's just what we want to do, is give them a great experience.
With Cornerstone Home Lending, you'll always have the home field advantage. Text DO to 36260 to get started today.
At American Pie Pizza, we use only the best and freshest ingredients to ensure the product we put on your table is at its peak for your enjoyment. Our pizzas are thin crust and considered by some as the best around. And as a locally owned small business, our goal has always been to provide a great product at a great price and give back to our local communities. This is why we are excited to be the host of Hornets Live every Tuesday night during football season. Come see us at 7 p.m. every Tuesday and get the latest scoop on your Hornets while enjoying the best pizza, salads, wings, and sandwiches in Central Arkansas. And don't forget about our daily lunch specials and trivia nights on Thursdays from 7 to 9 p.m. So come see us at 9709 Maumelle Boulevard. Call in your order at 501-758-8800. Order online at www.ampiepizza.com.
So you know how in the fourth quarter of a football game, when the game's on the line, it actually gets kind of stressful, and that's not how a home loan process should be. When you're a week away from closing, which is the fourth quarter, you shouldn't have stress. And that's what, at Cornerstone, we want to take away. We want that to be a stress-free experience for you. We want it to be that blowout victory.
Text DO to 36260 to get started on the home mortgage process today.
The old Blackwood Field on the campus of Sylvan Hills High School in Sherwood, Arkansas. This is Hornet football presented by Cornerstone Home Lending on Natural State Sports. For Andy Gates, this is your voice of the Maumelle Hornets, Steve Henson. Andy, are you ready for another football season, my guy?
I'm ready for some football.
Man, okay, first off, let's talk about what they've done here at Sylvan Hills and the changes to this press box. We were here for the last football game in this place. And so here we are now in a much more updated facility. And thanks to Coach Tipton, we got to hang out in the air conditioning.
Yeah, the colors match.
Yeah. So we're going to join the rest of the stadium
for the national anthem. This will be followed by the Maumelle Band's alma mater and then the Sylvan Hills alma mater.
All right, welcome back to Bill Blackwood Field here in Sherwood on the campus of Sylvan Hills High School. And again, as we were talking about, we have found our way into the beautifully remodeled, air-conditioned press box here at Sylvan Hills. And, we might as well get used to being on the road because it looks like we're going to be on the road a lot this year.
Yeah, just a little bit.
I think if you guys joined us over at American Pie Pizza for the Coach's Show on Tuesday, we talked with Coach Horton about the possibility of playing at home against Joe T. Robinson next week. We'll see if that ends up coming to fruition. Doesn't sound like it's a great chance. We'll probably be over at their place. But you know what? If there's anything that this team can get past, it's the adversity. And not too worried about it with guys like Nico Davier, Andrew Chambly, amongst others in this big-time senior class.
Yeah, they are definitely loaded with seniors this year.
This is a Hornets team, ended the season last year 6-4, got a playoff win over Nettleton before falling to win at their place in the second round. They're picked third in the 5A Central. Kind of hard to argue with that until we prove it, behind Pulaski Academy and Little Rock Christian.
Well, you always have those two at the top, too.
Yeah, but this is a team we were talking about. They returned 14 starters. A lot of seniors will be dotting different positions on the field for this one. So this is a team that the number one thing that I think Coach Horton's going to lean on is that experience. And then this Sylvan Hills team, a team that finished the season 9-4 last year. And Andy, we're pretty familiar with this squad. Well, with Sylvan Hills in general. I wouldn't say we're familiar with this squad, as this is a Sylvan Hills team that is the opposite of having that much of having any experience, as they return just three starters. Here in this, and we're getting shifted around back and forth in this press box.
Are you dancing?
I am. I'm dancing behind you the whole time.
Square dance for that guy when he came through.
While this is a nicely remodeled facility, it is we are cramped. But again,
it's nice and it's cool.
We've got a couple of different TV crews here, ourselves and another. So we're happy that you guys are joining us on this stream, and we hope you guys will stick with us. Obviously, this is the Maumelle broadcast, so if we start cheering for Maumelle, don't be surprised.
It's going to happen.
Those of you who joined us throughout basketball season and had our full broadcast of basketball games, we thank you for coming back and supporting us again. And I want to say thanks to all of our sponsors that have jumped on so far this year. The official sponsor of the Hornets, Cornerstone Home Lending. Dio and his team over at Cornerstone do a phenomenal job. Andy, I know you're familiar with Dio at this point, as you're in the process of buying a property right now. So excited to be partnered with Dio and Cornerstone Home Lending. Our weekly coaches show, if you guys joined us Tuesday night, that'll be every Tuesday night at American Pie Pizza. I want to say a big thanks to Tamsy for hosting us. They've been a great supporter of Natural State Sports and Maumelle Sports Network, really, from the outset. Our penalty flags, which we're at a place where we get some pretty interesting names for penalty flags. Our PI roofing penalty flags will be pretty interesting tonight, thanks to the PA announcer here at Sylvan Hills. Our halftime sponsor, as well as our replay sponsor, is Akel's Carpet Warehouse, I believe is now their new branding, Akel's Carpet Warehouse. And so we're excited to have Akel's on board with us. And then our fourth quarter sponsor, Acre Family Pharmacy.